So this is going to be a quick unboxing and basically explain why I've bought the Lumix S5 Mark II X. There's a good reason why I bought it actually. Now, if you've been a subscriber to my channel for a while, you would know I started this channel on Panasonic cameras. GH5, GH5S, S1, S1R, S1H, and I think I had the S5 for a very brief time. Amazing cameras, but they do have one flaw, is the autofocus. Now I got to test the S5 Mark II, not the X version, a couple of weeks ago. A friend of mine bought one and I was very impressed with the autofocus. It's a huge jump over what they had before. It's not as good as, say, a Canon R5 or the Sony systems, but it's close and it's getting there. With firmware updates, it's only going to get better. So let's do a quick unboxing because I haven't actually seen one of these cameras. I've seen photos and I've seen videos online, but I haven't seen one in person. Now, before anybody asks, I purchased this camera. This is mine. It wasn't given to me by Panasonic. It's not on loan from Panasonic. It's actually my camera. So the next few videos that I do on the S5 Mark II X will be genuine videos because I will tell you whether I like it or I don't like it. I could be quite fussy with cameras, to be truthful. Right, let's unbox the camera. Oh, there's the camera. We'll put that there out of the way. What else is in the box quickly? Okay, got a very nice neck strap. So the logo is actually blacked out on it as well. But to be honest, I never use neck straps. What else we got in here? It's a USB charging brick. So it doesn't actually come with a charger. You got to charge it from that and charge it in the camera. And there's your cable from USB to USB-C. Oh, I was hoping it was actually come with a charger, but there you go. What else we got in there? And in this box is the lens, which is the, put that there, 1.8G. Don't need that. And there it is there. And I already have the lens. Now I've been using this lens for a while on my SL2S, and I do really like this lens. We'll talk about the lenses in a little bit while. So that's the 50mm that comes with. Let's get to the camera. Really well packed. Wow, that is black. Wow, that is very stealthy. There you go. And that's it there. That is the Panasonic Lumix S5 Mark II X version. So there it is next to my SL2S. Blacked out logo, but the Leica has the red dot, which kind of gives away what the camera is, to be truthful. And now, the reason I've got this camera, several reasons. This is going to be my camera for YouTube content. I have an R5, which is here. So there it is next to my Canon R5. I really like my Canon R5, but this is double the price of the S5 Mark II X in New Zealand. And again, it does have some limitations. It only shoots up to 30 minutes. And I don't know, I just don't enjoy using this camera because it doesn't really have many buttons for me to access straight into the menu functions I want. With a Panasonic camera, hopefully you can see that because I've got a lot of lights on it. I'm going to turn this light on over here. There we go. Right, so there you can see the buttons because everything is blacked out. If you've got poor eyesight, don't buy this camera. That's one downside to this. So it has buttons for white balance, ISO, everything's on there. And you can switch from manual focus to autofocus by a switch on the back. They have a really nice articulating screen. My SL2S doesn't have a flippy screen on it, so I can't really use it for YouTube videos. And plus it is really heavy compared to that. There's a lot of difference in weight. I've always enjoyed shooting Panasonic cameras. It was just their autofocus let them down. Now they've got contrast and phase detect autofocus. It basically is a game changer for Panasonic, not for anybody else because they're still ahead of the Panasonic cameras. But these will get better with firmware updates. A couple of reasons why I got this camera. First, I actually have a set of Panasonic primes, 85 and a 24. I love these lenses. I think they're absolutely amazing lenses, and I use them on my SL2S. Yes, I know it's probably a sin to use Panasonic lenses on a Leica camera, but to be truthful, we won't go down that road. I was going to say something, but I know I'll get the comments down below. I got my SL2S mainly to use my M lenses, manual focus M lenses on this camera. They're interchangeable and it has the best EVF on the market. This is a big camera. The autofocus is probably the same system as the previous Panasonic cameras, but Leica done a lot of firmware updates and made it a lot better. It does work really well, but every now and then it doesn't want to work, just doesn't want to focus. Plus it doesn't have a flip screen, it's got an integrated screen, so I can't really use this for YouTube. Plus it's a really heavy camera. So because I have these amazing prime lenses from Panasonic, my 35 and the 24, which is my favorite lens. I absolutely love this lens. The quality of these lenses are absolutely amazing. Yes, they're plastic, fantastic, but it's good plastic. And they're all 67mm front filter thread, so I'm only carrying one variable ND with me. Put it on this camera. This is a really small package for shooting YouTube videos and shooting content for my YouTube channel. The autofocus on the Mark II is vastly improved on the previous cameras. I can record external to SSDs, and I have quite a few of these old Samsung T5s that I've used throughout the years. I think these are 256 gig, and this is a 500 gig. So I can record directly to these SSDs and then plug them into the computer and edit from the SSD, because it's fast enough for that. I also have, before I forget, this, which is the SanDisk Pro Blade system. Now, I received these a few weeks ago to review. I've got the 4TB, I have the 2TB, and I have the dock system. So there'll be a review coming on them soon. Now I know I can use the Blade system with a handle. I think it's made by Condor Blue. I'll put a picture up here. I can use the 2TB with this camera. Anything above 2TB you cannot use on this camera. It has a maximum of 2TB for an external storage, which is fine because I don't think you'll be shooting 4TB. Admittedly, my V-Raptor does eat 2TB cards quite fast, but then that is completely different. That's 8K. What's the maximum on that? 8K, 120 frames in RAW. Can't shoot RAW external to the SSD on this. You can only shoot it to the Atmos Ninja, which I don't own, I don't plan on owning. I don't want to shoot RAW with this camera. I have cameras that shoot RAW. I have this adapter, which has been sent to me by Voltrox, which is a Leica L mount to Canon EF mount, and it has this really nice locking ring on it, which is quite cool. There'll be a quick review video coming on that adapter, and there'll be more videos coming on the channel very soon. I've got a lot more time on my hands now, and I now have a camera that is for my YouTube channel. I don't really want to use a red V-Raptor or a red Komodo to shoot YouTube videos because they take a long time to set up. If there's anything you want me to test for the camera, let me know down in the comment section, because I will be testing this camera and viewing this camera over the next few months, and I will give you an honest opinion because this is my camera. I purchased it. It's not on loan to me, and it hasn't been given to me by Panasonic. I will say again, if you've got bad eyesight, don't buy this camera because those dials are really hard to see. Really nice camera. Looking forward to using this for the channel. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.